Hello everyone, welcome to Selenium School by Venkatesh YouTube channel. So today I am going to explain how to do the Cucumber setup with TestNG using Maven project. Okay, so in the coming video I will be explaining Cucumber setup with JUnit using Maven project. I am going to cover the two topics. The first topic, Cucumber setup with TestNG using Maven project. Okay, let's go to the session. Fine. So the most of the question will come to the people is, what are the required software to proceed this Cucumber setup. Okay, fine. So here is what are the things we need. We need Eclipse. As if you are planning to do the Cucumber setup with Java, then you need Eclipse. Then Selenium you need. Then Java means you need JDK. The question will come to you that why I need JDK. The reason is we are going to use a Maven project, right? I mentioned clearly that we are going to use a Maven project. So we need JDK. Okay. So again the question will come to that. Boss, I have the JRE. Is it helpful? No. Don't use JRE. Use JDK, Java Development Toolkit, as Maven is the building tool. So you need JDK. Fine. Next software is TestNG. Next one is Cucumber. That's a BDD, right? And Maven. These are all the required software to set up Cucumber with the TestNG using the Maven project. Okay, let's go by one. Eclipse. How can I get the Eclipse? In the first video I just explained where to download the Eclipse. Just to go to the Eclipse site and just to download the Eclipse. Selenium, that I will explain how to do that. Java, from the Java site you just download the Java, free Java, download it and just install it. So automatically you will get the JDK. In my thing, if you go to here, you will find the JDK here. This is my JDK. Okay, I already done it. TestNG. How to install the TestNG? TestNG, just go here, about Eclipse Marketplace, just go there and type TestNG. Just go TestNG, type TestNG, and now automatically the TestNG will be installed. Oh, sorry. As we are using the Maven project, no need of this plugin. Okay, no need of this plugin. We are using the Maven project. Cucumber. This is more important. Cucumber. So you have to install it in the Eclipse. Maven, that also I will explain that. Now this one, Eclipse you are going to download, Java also you are going to download, and Selenium, TestNG, Maven, these things I will explain. And Cucumber, how to install the Cucumber in the Eclipse. Next slide. In the next slide I am going to explain how to install the Cucumber. There are two ways. One is you just go to the Eclipse help menu, Eclipse Marketplace, just type Cucumber here. Just type Cucumber. Click it and go. This plugin you have to install it. Okay, then only you can create this. Just type Cucumber. You see here Cucumber Eclipse plugin 1.0 something, it is coming, right? It is already installed. That is why it is showing is installed. If it is not installed on your Eclipse, this kind of button it will be displayed here. Just click it, next, accept the conditions and restart the Eclipse. Okay, so this is the way. If you don't want to go in this way, instead of in this way, if you are planning to go for other way, means there is also another way. Help install new software. Help install new software. Here you just go to here, click on the add button and type the name is Cucumber, any name, Cucumber or something for your reference. Copy this URL, paste it here, add. See, you could find the Eclipse plugin, right? Select next, that's all. Okay, so these are all the different way to install the Cucumber plugin. So what else is remaining? This is done. This is also already done. This is also done. So Maven, TestNG, Selenium is remaining, right? Okay. How to create this Maven? Let's go for here. Just open the Visual Studio, Eclipse. Go to here, File, New. Go to the other, Maven project. Next. Okay. Next. If you see here is, there are a lot of projects are coming, right? There are a lot of things are coming here. Oh, you'll be getting the doubt. Where is a lot of things? It is fetching here. Retrieving, all the things are fetching. Now you could see a lot of, what is that? Archetype. Again, people will be getting the doubt. What is this archetype? Archetype is nothing but it's a template. What is the use of this template? Let's go here. Archetype will help author to create Maven project. Okay, to create Maven project template for the user. It means what? Let's go to the normal layman language perspective. What is this actually? If you see here, this is a presentation, right? It's a presentation. If you see in the background, what is it actually? Some color, right? No, I want some different color and different format also. Right click, go to the new slide. Okay, what is that actually? It's a template. What you are going to do? We are going to add some text, we are going to some graphics, we are going to add some image, we are going to add the text. How we are doing actually? It's a template. Suppose for example, if you want to create this template, if you want to create it from the scratch onwards, it will take little time, right? But the PowerPoint, they are giving the ready-made template. You just type your text, that's all, and type your text, that's all, and put your image, that's all. So they already have the structured manner, so it is easy for you, right? That is what. So you will also get the doubt, boss, can I have the multiple template over here? Yes, see, these are all the multiple template, right? You can use any template. Similarly, in Cucumber also, they are having the different template. In technical perspective, instead of template, they are calling as the archetype. Okay, archetype. What is the use of this archetype? Archetype will help the author. Author means your author. Create the Maven project template for the user. And it is providing the facility to generate the parameterized version of those project template. Parameterized version means what kind of parameterization? Something one file to another file, the parameterization is going to happen? Yes. How it is going to happen? That I will explain in the coming session. I am going to cover it. But remember, the word is parameterized version of those project template. I will explain that. Fine. Okay. So here is, there are so many templates. But which template I need to use it? There are so many different templates. If you are going to play with cloud, okay, and RabbitMQ definition project means you can use this template. Okay, and if you are going to play with something like Java 11 project with the JUnit 5, you can use this project. If you are going to use any AngularJS project, then you can use this project template. Likewise, they have so many templates. So for our training, what kind of template you are going to use it? I am going to use sample template, simple template. Okay, I am going to use simple template. Give me a minute. It is fetching. This is the one I am going to use. This is the one. It's a sample Maven project. Simple and sample Maven project. This is the template I am going to select it. Again, the question will come to you that, boss, what is this group ID? What is this artifact ID? Group ID is nothing but, in layman language, these people are created this particular the template. It means it's an owner or the group or the contributor. That is nothing but a group ID. I'll repeat one more time. Owner or contributor or the group, that is nothing but a group ID. What about this artifact? Artifact is nothing but your project. Which project? Quick Start project. Okay. Then next we'll go to the click on the next one. Here is again it is asking some group ID. I am going to put the group ID is SSV. What do you mean by SSV? This is my channel, so my channel name is Selenium School by Venkatesh. So that's what I am using. The group ID name is SSV. Okay, and artifact ID means what? My project name. What is the project name? I am going to use it here. Cucumber with TestNG. That is what my project name. So automatically it is getting created here also in the package also. What is my snapshot? It's a version 1, version 0.1. Click on the finish. Now your project is getting created. Right? Your project is automatically getting created. See? Your project is automatically created. Getting? Give me a minute. Let me refresh it. Let me refresh it. Then only the complete everything will be created. See, if you see here is, you will see two folders. One is SRC main Java, SRC test Java, and the Java JRE dependency, Maven dependency, some Pom.dot XML also getting created, some XML also getting created. I will explain one by one. The first question is, what is this SRC main Java? What is this SRC test Java? So developer people, what they will do, they will use this folder. Okay. Tester, they will use this one. Again, boss, can I create my project here also? Is there any restriction? No restriction. Why? Generally, the development, they always use this folder and they will perform the unit test. They will write the unit test code here. That is what they get the two things. The development code and unit test code here. Development codes are here, unit test codes are here. That is what they get the two folder. But there is no restriction. You can develop here also, here also. It's up to you. Okay. Time being, what I will do, I will just delete these two things. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now simple Cucumber, a project is getting created. One simple project is Maven project is getting created. Fine. Okay. The next one. The immediate question you will come to know that, boss, you told that Java JDK something, but here is it is saying is the JRE. Expanded here is, oh, it's not JRE, it's a JDK. Then it is good. It's a JDK. It's a JDK. So no need to change anything. So it's a JDK. The name itself, it is showing like JRE, but internally it is all the things are JDK. So no need to worry about JDK things. So JDK Java is installed now. Next one is we need Maven also ready right now. Okay. Next thing is we need to worry about this TestNG Selenium. and Cucumber stubs also. Cucumber plugin is installed, but software is not installed, right? How can we install the software actually? Okay. Generally, if you are the Java project, what you will do? You will go to the Selenium side, Selenium HQ side. You will be downloading the jar, right? And you will be uploading into here, right? You will go to build a path, and you will be go to the configure build a path, and you will be adding the external jar. Generally, you will do like this, but no need to do like this for Maven project. Then how can we do that? Simple. Go to here. Go to the pom.xml here. In the pom.xml, okay. Forget about all these things, okay. Listen carefully, okay. I am going to delete all these things, the default things, okay. Delete. And I will explain one more time also. What is this XML? Maven will be driven by this XML only. Okay. What is this group ID? Group ID is nothing but say SSV. I already told the owner ID or the contributor ID, right? So mine is my group ID is SSV. What is it? It's a project. Project name is Cucumber with the test ng. The version, right? Fine. And what about this URL? You want to keep it anything? Simple. If you want, you can remove it also. If you want, you can remove it also. Okay. Otherwise, you can keep as it is also, no issue. Selenium School by Venkatesh. Simple. If you have your own website also, you can put it, no issue. Okay. But I want to install my, what is that, Selenium, sorry, I want to install Selenium, or I want to add Selenium to my project. How can we add it? There are two things actually. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. There are two things. One is dependency, another one is the building. What is the dependency? Dependency is nothing but your jar. Your project is depending on which one? Your project. What is the required software you want? What is the required software for your project? You want Selenium, right? TestNG and Cucumber. So if you want to automate anything, what do you want? This project is highly depending on these jars. So can we call it as a dependency? Yes, we can call it as a dependency. How can we download this Selenium, TestNG, Cucumber, everything? We can download from one particular site. Oh, this is we can download from the Selenium HQ. This is we can download from the TestNG, TestNG site. This is also we can download from the Cucumber site. No need of any manual intervention. System has to download automatically. How it is possible? That is what Maven project. Okay, so Maven, they are maintaining some structure. What is that? It's a Maven central repository. Central repository. Okay, so what will happen? This pom.xml will contact this pom.xml will contact Maven central repository, okay, and download the record jar. Download the record jar. Getting? And the downloaded jar, where it will go? It will go to your M2 folder. .m2 folder. Where is the M2 folder? You just go, I will show here. C:, your name and your PC name. Okay, here is the M2 folder. This all the downloaded things, everything, it will be stored here. Okay, so your pom.xml will contact the Maven central repository and download the record jar, and it will be storing into your M2 folder. Okay, boss. Pom.xml. What are you going to mention the pom.xml? I am going to mention the Selenium. Plus I want Selenium. I am going to tell to pom.xml I want Selenium. How you are going to inform to your pom.xml? Is there any format to inform to pom.xml? Yes, we have some format. What is that? That is what I am going to show right now. For time being, I just kept it in my local system. So what I did actually, I simply copied one set of XML. What is that? The XML is starting from here, dependency, and this one. Simply saving here. What it is? In the dependency, between the dependency tag, this is a dependency tag, okay? It's a dependency tag. In the dependency tag, okay, I just mentioned Selenium. Okay, Selenium here. I'm going to mention the Selenium here. Okay, I want Selenium. Simply I mention here. Give me a minute. It is building right now. Okay. Yes. So here is, this is my dependency. In the XML format, I just mentioned the Selenium. Okay. After that, I am going to mention the Cucumber Java. After that, I am going to mention the Cucumber TestNG. After that, I am going to mention the TestNG. So these are all the things. How many things I mentioned here? Listen here carefully. So the one is I mentioned here is Selenium Java. Okay, Cucumber Java, Cucumber TestNG. The next one is simple TestNG. So these are all the jar you need. Okay, boss, this is fine. I know I need these are all things for the Cucumber setup. But you mentioned some kind of format. I couldn't follow this format. Well, how I get it this kind of tag everything? Go to the MVN repository site. MVN repository. Go to the MVN repository site, click it here. Simply type what do you want. Right, first what do you want? You want Selenium Java, right? Type, search it here, type it, search it here, go to here. Which one you want? So currently I just take it here, this one. Okay, which version you want? Currently the version is going on 4.0 alpha version, that is Selenium 4 alpha version is going on. Okay, but which version you want, it's up to you. You can take any version. Okay, just click it on this one. Okay, and there are so many building tools. So which building tool you are using right now? You are using the Maven building tool. So click it on this one, click it on here, copy this and paste it here. See, if we compare it here, it is almost same, right? Nothing different. So nothing magic. I just copied it from here to here. That's all. I haven't done any magic over here. What I did actually? Selenium HQ, Selenium, or Selenium HQ, Selenium Java. Right? Next one is a version. So the only thing is I was using the old version. Here is new version. You can use any version. It's up to you. Now Selenium is ready, right? So what will happen? Now pom.xml, this pom.xml will conduct Maven central repository. Where is a Maven central repository? This is a site. This is a Maven central repository. This is a site. From here, it will download. It will download the record jar and store it in the M2 folder. Again, you will get that out. But how do we come to know that it is downloaded or not something? See, it is downloaded here. Just go to the M2 folder and you will find it here. Go to here. Where? But there are so many folders. Which is our Selenium folder? Simple. Just to go here. org Selenium HQ Selenium. org means it's a folder name. What I told, what is group ID? It's a contributor or group. org is a folder. Just go to the org folder. org folder. Next one is Selenium HQ. This is the one, right? Selenium HQ folder. Selenium folder. Okay, here also there are so many things actually. Yes, if you mention only Selenium Java, then automatically all the record softwares will be downloaded. What does it mean? All the record softwares. No need to mention for IE, HTML or Edge browser, Firefox browser. No need to specify individually all the record softwares. If you mention Selenium Java, it will download all the things. All the things it will be downloaded from the Maven central repository and it will be stored into this particular M2 folder. Getting? Hopefully you got it actually. Okay, but that is fine. What about the Cucumber Java? Cucumber Java, similarly, just go to here, type it. What is the version you want? Here is a tip, one trick is here actually. If you go to the Cucumber Java, this is also Cucumber Java, this is also Cucumber Java, you will get the doubt, but which one I have to use it actually? Cucumber having the two versions. One is the old version, that is the info cubes. The recent one is io.cucumber. So I would recommend to go with the latest one. But how can I find it in the latest one? Which one is the simple? Just to put the date here. Okay. So this is the latest one, right? So better you can go to the latest one. Otherwise, io.cucumber is the latest one. Go to here. Okay. And here is which version you want. So here is I was using this 3.02. I was using this one. Something old version. Old version means not that much old, but it's too old. This one. 2 years before one. If you want, you can use the latest one also. No issue. It's up to you. Okay. And just to click it on this one and copy the same thing and paste it here. Now Cucumber Java ready. Similarly, Cucumber TestNG also. Cucumber TestNG also. Go here and search it. Which one I want to use? This one, IO, right? Go here, copy this one. Okay, and done. This is the Cucumber TestNG. Again, plus something you added extra. What is this actually? This is not in this particular XML here. The XML only, this much only. But you added something extra. Why? Yes. What is our scope here? In the scope I clearly mentioned here, right? What is the scope I mentioned here? Cucumber setup with TestNG using the Maven project. Listen, TestNG. So what you have to do? You have to exclude JUnit. That is what I mentioned, boss. Whenever you are compiling the BDD script, just exclude the JUnit thing. Only include TestNG items. That is what I did it. Okay, got it? So why I am mentioning this one? Exclusion, group ID, JUnit, this one. So what will happen? It will be excluding while doing the compilation. Okay, fine. So this is also ready. Next one is normal test ng. So again you will be getting the doubt. But what is the difference between the Cucumber test ng and this one? This is specifically designed for your Cucumber specific, Cucumber jar specific. Okay, this one is a general test engine. Okay, so what they did, they just take this test engine as the base. On top of it, they developed Cucumber test engine. Okay, so this one is a normal test engine. Normal test engine also, how can we do that? Just to go there, copy and paste it here, search it, and you can use any test engine, any version. Similarly, just go here, copy, paste it here. Okay, so now your all the dependencies are ready. Now you will get it. Why they are calling as a dependency? Because to complete your project or to complete your task successfully, you need some set of jar, or your project is highly depending on some set of jar. That is what they are saying. These are all the dependency. Okay, and these dependencies we need to mention within the dependencies tag. The tag is opening in the line number 23 and closing in the line number 76. Okay, done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you want you can format it also, no issue. Just go here and format. Okay, fine. So dependencies are ready. Dependencies. Okay, what are the things I already mentioned here clearly, that right? 1, 2, 3, copy this, paste it here. Done. Now what is the next one we want? Let's go here. All the dependencies are ready. Okay, next one is we need the building plugin. Okay, there are two kind of plugin. One is a compiler plugin, another one is a Surefire plugin. You will get the doubt, but what is the compiler, what is the Surefire plugin? The thing is, it's a building tool, right? First of all, what is building tool? Building is a kind of compilation, right? Finally it will be creating some kind of jar, right? Why do we need the jar? Then only we can deploy in the server, and it will be extracted and it will be exposing the functionality, right? So your source code directly we are not going to give the directly Java file to the client, right? What we will do, we will create the code and it will be compiled and builded, and finally we are going to give the jar file to the client. So the not jar file, that jar file will be deployed into the server. Server will extract the jar file and application will be exposed to the client. So this kind of building the code, right? For that we need one plugin, right? Generally what we will do, we are using the Java C, Java, right? For normal Java compilation, normal Java code run. Similarly for the Maven, they are using this compiler, Maven compiler plugin, and this one is, it will perform the unit test, Maven Surefire plugin. So what is the version I am using? This 3.7 and 2.181. This is the one. Okay, so as I mentioned here is, it's a Surefire plugin. Surefire plugin means it will perform the unit test. So unit test means, suppose for automation level, what do we need to mention here? Your test change suite. Test change suite.xml. What is the test change suite.xml? In the test change suite.xml, it will contain your test case, your class file. So your class file you need to mention here. Don't worry, I'll be explaining this. Okay, let's go here. Let me take this whole thing. Don't worry, I will be explaining in the detailed manner. Dependency done. Second one is the building thing. Okay, building thing. In the building thing, what are the items are here? It is starting from the line number 81 and it is ending around line number 158. Plus you are building so many things. No need to worry. I will explain one by one. What thing I mentioned here? Compiler plugin. The compiler plugin is this is the one. I'm just going here. Again you will be getting, but how can I get the compiler plugin? Just copy this. Just go to the embed repository. Click on the search. Go to here. Click on here. Copy this. Same thing. Okay, but only thing is we need to put it between the plugin. Okay. So what we are doing actually? This one between this plugin tab. So compile plugin is ready. Again you will be getting the dot bus. And what is this something configuration in the XML? They didn't mention about anything configuration. How can we add it? No need to worry. This is nothing but say your Java version 1.8. So if you see here is what is the Java date? That is what I mentioned here. What is the which Java version you are targeting while doing the compilation? As you just use Java 8. That is what I mentioned here. Okay, fine. So what is the next plugin? Compiler plugin is ready. Surefire plugin, right? Again, how can we get the Surefire plugin? Similarly, just go here, copy, paste it here. Get it from here. Okay, paste it here. Surefire plugin. So between this, again you will be getting the dot bus. That is fine, but something you added this configuration. What is this configuration? No need to worry. This what is the use of the Surefire plugin? Surefire plugin will run your test case or unit test case. So if you want to run some kind of test case means you need to mention some kind of things, right? Which test case I want to run. That is what I mentioned here. So here is what I am saying actually, boss. I have one test suite in this particular path. Just run it. Don't worry. How we need to create it, everything I will explain. So okay. So Surefire plugin, whenever we are running this particular Maven, this Maven will look for this particular testengine.xml. In the testengine.xml, whatever the class file you mention, it will refer the class file. If from the class file it will go to your test case and it will be running this. Okay, so this is what about the Surefire plugin. Again, boss, you just mentioned only two things. What about the third thing? Third thing is nothing but your Maven Cucumber reporting. Why do we need this Maven Cucumber reporting? Because you are using this. You are using Cucumber. You are running this. Sorry, you are creating the Cucumber project. So Cucumber, your Gherkin scenarios, everything needs to be reported, right? That is what we are using this Maven Cucumber reporting plugin. How can I get it? This is also same. Just go to the embed repository site, search it here, and you can get it from here. Okay, directly just. Okay, again you will be getting the road bus. Only this much only it has, but he added so many things. Don't worry. What is that actually? Let's go and see here. So what we are doing actually, whenever you are executing this particular Maven project, Okay, just these are all the Maven level. Okay, Maven phase, goals, life cycle. There are so many other things. Okay, so I don't want to spoil this session. Maybe we'll take it in another session. Okay, fine. So thing is, what will happen? This will run this particular particular Cucumber test suite, and it will create the Cucumber JVM reports under this project directory. What is the project directory? You just go here, here in this level it will be creating, here it will be creating. Okay, in this folder, this is what a project directory, that is what where they are saying. Actually it will be creating Cucumber JVM reports. Okay, and it will create the cucumber.json also. Again, what is the use of this JSON? You can add more plugin, and you can project your execution result, and you can get more HTML reports also by using this cucumber.json. Okay, slowly I will be covering all and how to get the different reports also. In the coming video I will be covering that. Okay, so only this much only, remaining just ignore it. Okay, so how many plugin right now we have? One is Maven compiler plugin, Maven Surefire plugin, Maven Cucumber reporting. Okay, so totally how many things we did actually? Dependency we added, building we added, that's all. Okay, now pom.xml is ready. I am going to save it. So whenever you are saving, what will happen? This pom.xml directly it will be contacting this Maven repository. Maven repository will and your pom.xml will download the record jar, and it will be storing into the M2 folder. Done, everything done. Then how to start the particular project, or how to create the BDD scenario. Okay, that I will be covering in the part 2. Okay, keep watch. Okay, and thanks for watching. Just like the video. Okay, and share your videos, share my videos also. And if you have any queries and comments, please put it there. I will be responding that. Okay, thank you. I will be covering this Cucumber framework, how to create a Cucumber test case and everything in the part 2. Thank you.